it was over. You bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my rap.
From the banks, the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Audible to something else. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. That is caught. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bengals in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Burrow on play action. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
First down at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Stop.
Burrow going to keep it running right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football, and they'll have a better chance to win again this week.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now we got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch. And this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll look to throw.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After one, a 1-point.
Pitch comes to Walker.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I wonder where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackle through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. An inside give, Brown. There he goes, left side.
Now look out.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Chase Brown
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second and 9 now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot
Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good tackle there by Jaron Reed, the former 2nd-round pick out of Alabama. And that's why he was drafted, but he's really shown an excellent ability to rush the passer as well.
On 1, ready?
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 4.
Smith and Jigba with the ground. He's across midfield.
And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to move back in front.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Bengals 13.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
KJ Hamler on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start this.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McPherson now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, it's Walker. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Hamler now on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
Afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's Brown on 2nd down.
Oh, what a move. He'll get it to the 40. Broke the tackle there to get some extra yardage. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
11, 11.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. This is Brown going up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
11 Thomas. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Left side, he finds Smith-Njigba. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
They got his man complete.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
K.J. Hamler, 91 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And the
result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11.
Slot man moves right.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. But it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
11, Thomas.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
Oh, good move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 135 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
12. Stop.
Now Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This is 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Down to the 10. He will find his man Chase, complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 41 yards. And the Bengals are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like every